distinși oaspeți,
Distinguished guests, dear colleagues in the panels, members of the national delegations and of the European Parliament, thank you for your presence in Bucharest in such high numbers at an event which encourages interparliamentarian cooperation and the exercise of guardian by parliaments when it comes to common foreign security and security and defense policy. I would like to thank all the other participants, especially the members of the other national parliaments of the candidate countries, but I would also like to thank the distinguished representatives of the diplomatic corps, which gives us the honor with their presence. On behalf of the House of Deputies, I would like to thank you all for the interest granted to this event, which is a third out of a series of 6 conferences that Romania committed to when it came to the interparliamentarian dimension of the EU Council presidency, and which have so far boosted high success, thus ensuring the required platform for the exchange of ideas and good best parliamentarian practices between the EU Parliament representatives and the national parliaments or the European institutions. While Romania is president or holds the presidency of the EU Council, it has already performed important steps in strengthening the EU global role by promoting the enlargement policy, the EU action in the neighborhood, the continuation of the process to implement the global strategy, to ensure the required resources in the EU, and to implement the EU global commitments. The main goals aim at strengthening the security and defense capacities of the Union in close complementarity with the similar processes at NATO level, supporting actions in the area of the common security and defense policy, mainly by strengthening the existing mechanisms and by ensuring the synergy of the new instruments, furthering the enlargement policies of the EU in order to have a plus of security at home and abroad, the promotion of coherent actions in the EU neighborhood. When we celebrate 10 years since the launch of the Eastern Partnership. In considering these priorities, the agenda of the Interparliamentarian Conference treats exhaustively a series of topics of interest for the member states, combining harmoniously the need to provide continuity in terms of themes with the topical issues in the region and their debates, in order to strengthen the security of the region, such as, for instance, is the importance of the Black Sea on the EU agenda. I firmly express my conviction that those who accepted to take the floor and to be speakers during the panels, and I also express the hope that the dialogue, the constructive dialogue amongst the participants, will contribute to having a shared position in front of the challenges that we have to cope nowadays. The crisis nowadays need to be managed, and thus the EU needs to be a global actor, and each member state needs to safeguard the security of their own nationals. I would like to wish lots of successes for this interparliamentarian conference, and let me assure you of our endeavor to provide the appropriate climate. Thank you very much for your presence, and let me wish you once again lots of successes for this conference.